Hello everyone. So this will be my first video on the next potential snowstorm. Yes, looks like there's going to be another one. And this one is going to be much different because it looks like D.C. and Baltimore, this is going to be your storm, in my opinion. Based on what I'm seeing, it seems as though the storm will track in such a way that the mid-Atlantic gets clobbered. Now, the question is whether or not it's going to come up and also clobber New England. And so that's the question. But it looks very likely that this storm will definitely produce potentially significant snow across the southern mid-Atlantic into Virginia here. So let's get started here. And here is the piece of energy, the vorticity that is going to be creating that storm. This is next Sunday evening, looking at the GFS. So you have a closed off upper level low. And so watch this dive and notice the flow here. The flow is taking this to the south and east. So that already tells me that this is a potential miss for New England. But based on the flow here, you can see this is coming to the south and east. So you're going to look in here for a potentially major snowstorm. Excuse me. So let's watch that happen. Pay attention to this piece of energy as it goes to the south. Here we go, south and east. Here it is. This is next Tuesday afternoon. So just look at all of this wind energy in here. I can't tell how many knots that is. It looks like to be 80 knots of wind coming out of the southwest, just pointing towards the mid-Atlantic in here. And so again, you'll notice, though, that you have ridging in the western United States. So when you have ridging, you have troughing in the east. So this was pulled to the south and east, but it seems that this ridging is a little more zonal. The setup is a little more zonal than you would want if you want this to come further to the north and east, up the coast. And then the other thing to notice is that your energy here is separated from all of this energy in the northern stream. Now, because of that, the GFS says this storm is further south and east, and it goes out to sea. But you don't miss out on the northern side. Sorry, that's a little too far north. You don't miss out on the northern side of this, right in here. But you would miss out on it in New England because this flow is carrying it out to sea. So now the question, if you go back a little bit, can some of this energy in the north, on the northern jet stream, dig a little bit to the south and east? And if that digs a little bit, then this flow becomes more amplified, like that, a little more meridional rather than zonal, and then this energy is then directed up rather than out. So that's thing one. Thing two is, can some of this energy from the north phase with this and draw it into the flow even more? So, without any of this energy coming further south and west, your flow is more zonal, and this goes out to sea. But D.C., Baltimore, and even Philly would not miss out on this, even in this solution. So as you can see, the GFS just keeps everything separate, but boy, is it close. See all this energy whipping around here, coming down to the south and east. Boy, is it close. If this was just to come a little quicker and phase with this, this would be drawn right up. And for those of you who were watching the European model last night, that's what the European model had, and boy oh boy did the European model have a monster storm coming up the coast into New England, bringing in copious amounts of snow, over a foot. But, you know, again, we're 7 days out from this, so the end game is far from over. So, in my mind, there's two solutions to this. There's the solution where the storm is slightly weaker, still strong, but slightly weaker, and it goes out to sea like such. And in that solution, you would have to watch out in the mid-Atlantic. You know, anywhere from northern, all of Virginia. I'd put all of Virginia in the threat area. Kentucky, West Virginia, southern Ohio, Baltimore and D.C., and I'd even put Philly on the northern edge, maybe even bring this a little further north here, to include southern and central New Jersey and southeastern Pennsylvania. In this solution, New York City and Long Island miss out, and all of New England misses out. And then the other solution is that some of this energy digs further to the south and west, and it does so quick enough that it is able to attach and phase to this and draw this back into the flow and come up rather than go out. And in that solution, you have to worry about everybody from the mid-Atlantic up into New England. So that would be the threat area for this. All right. So those are the two scenarios. Now, if you want to look at the surface map, you know, surface map isn't really lining up well with what I'm seeing on the 500 millibar, but we can take a look at it anyway. Okay, so first off, you saw how potent that vorticity was, how potent that energy was. Why is this low so weak? It's only 1,002 millibars. I think that's a little too weak. European's a lot stronger with it. I don't know if it's as strong as the European says, but I definitely think it's a lot stronger than 1,002 millibar low. I think it should at least be somewhere in the 990s, because I think the snow, as you get close to the coast, is really going to start to pick up in here. Especially towards D.C., Baltimore, and maybe Philly as well. So I really think the snow starts to pick up in there as you get close to the coast. And then the other thing to note is you do have high pressure to the north and west here. You have a 1032 high. So here's your injection of cold air. This is Tuesday morning, by the way. So you have an injection of cold air. You have a storm. So now where does the storm go? Does it go out to sea, or does it come up the coast? Only time will tell. Alright, good. I kept this to under 9 minutes. Very good. That's a far cry from 30 minutes. Alright, thank you for watching. We'll do further updates throughout the week, although probably more updates later in the week because I am behind with schoolwork and I need to get caught up and stop letting these nor'easters distract me. So, I might not be posting updates as frequently, but as we get closer to the storm and I get more work done, I'll post more updates. Okay, so watch this for now. Again, I'll draw my threat area. We're going to draw it because this could also go even further south. So I'm putting all of Virginia, Kentucky, southern Ohio, southern Indiana, southern Pennsylvania, put Philly on it, D.C. and Baltimore, all of Delaware. And because there is the possibility that this comes up the coast, I am going to bring it right through central New York up into New England, including all of Maine, like this. So this is the threat area. In scenario 1, the cutoff is right here. Scenario 1, that this goes out to sea. So, in my opinion, no matter what, this area to the left of that cutoff is getting snow, accumulating snow. The question is whether or not this will come up, and that's what we have to watch. All right, thank you for watching.